Annabel Croft has emerged as the overwhelming fan favorite to replace Sue Barker for next year's tournament. Wimbledon fans have pleaded with the BBC to consider Annabel Croft as the long-term replacement for Sue Barker after the iconic presenter retired last year. The broadcaster was forced to find a successor for Barker after her emotional farewell at the 2022 tournament and chose Claire Balding to lead their coverage this year. But tennis fans are adamant that Croft should be given the role instead after her contributions to this year's Grand Slam. Balding has come under fire over the last fortnight for struggling to live up to the high expectations set when Barker was in the role. The 68-year-old stepped down in 2022 and the BBC announced Balding would filling her shoes at SW19 this year. But the experienced host, along with seasoned commentator Andrew Castle and pundit Tim Henman, drew criticism on social media for their coverage, which was viewed as a noticeable downgrade on previous editions. Croft, who predominantly works for Amazon Prime and Eurosport as an on-court interviewer and studio pundit, featured on the BBC during Wimbledon and earned plaudits for her impressive vault of knowledge, as well as her natural composure in front of the camera. The 58-year-old had appeared on the screen just weeks after the death of her husband Mel Coleman, who died after a battle with cancer. Despite dealing with her personal tragedy, Croft put on a brave face and continued in her role to give her expert view on the matches on center court and beyond, as she took on the responsibility of interviewing Wimbledon champion Carlos Alcaraz on Sunday instead of Balding. And fans are hoping to see more of Croft at the 2024 tournament after taking to Twitter to gush about the presenter, with Balding's future uncertain. One user at ahall230 tweeted, "She has been absolutely incredible and so professional. So much better than babbling, giggling, not a clue about tennis, Claire Balding. Please give Annabel the lead in presenting at Wimbledon next year." Another user at Raymond Phil tweeted, "Yes, she has been wonderful and after the recent loss of her husband, a worthy replacement for Sue Barker." At Richard Jacobs once said, "The BBC television coverage was poor this year. Those three presenters need to go." At Gigi_Salmon and at Annabel_Croft should co-host TV coverage from next year. Today at Wimbledon needs to be restored as a live MOTD-style show. Highlights, analysis, highlights analysis. Simple. One fan, at McLeodolmo, said the BBC should look to use more former professional players. "I don't mind Claire Balding, but I hope the BBC doesn't use her again for #Wimbledon when they have super talented female ex-pros all primed and capable." #Annabel Croft. Fans will be able to watch Croft on their screens again soon at the US Open, which begins in September after warm-up events at the Western and Southern Open and Winston-Salem Open in the USA.